In the heart of Igolo Kingdom, there stood a grand palace ruled by the mighty Eze Onyegualam. His reign was marked by unparalleled power, yet his heart was clouded by an overwhelming pride. Eze Onyegualam sits upon his throne imposing and regal. His advisors stand around him, their faces etched with concern. Eze Onyegualam with a booming voice said, "Bring forth my advisors. I have decisions to make." The advisors approach and bow deeply, their eyes filled with worry. "I summon you all here to inform you that I have decided to invade our neighboring kingdom due to their refusal to sell their large palm plantation to me at my offered price, and I am ready to go into war with them if they stand in my ways. We will send all our young men to go there to fight and die if the need be, but I must get what I want at all cost. Any of our young men who refuses to go to war shall be executed, and the family sent to exile. I am the great Eze Onyegualam." Chief Obiozor, with his head bowed and his chief tansy cap in his hand, said to the king, "Your Majesty, we urge caution in your decisions regarding trade with neighboring kingdoms." Chief Mbonu interjected, "Indeed, your Royal Majesty, Eze Onyegualam. It would be wise to consider the long-term implications of your decision to our kingdom." Eze Onyegualam, enraged, shouted, "Silence! I am the king, and my decisions are final. I need no advice from anyone." The advisors exchange worried glances, silenced by the king's unwavering authority. The tension in the room is palpable. In the bustling streets of the kingdom, the annual festival is in full swing with vibrant colors, joyous laughter, and rhythmic drum beats. Eze Onyegualam parades through the streets, adorned in extravagant attire, basking in the adoration of his subjects. As the festival reached its peak, Eze Onyegualam's pride swelled with each cheer from the crowd. But little did he know, fate had a humbling lesson in store. In the midst of the festivities, a mischievous young boy who sneaks up behind the king. With a swift movement, he throws a handful of mud, soiling Eze Onyegualam's royal attire. The crowd gasps in shock. Eze Onyegualam, enraged, screamed, "How dare you!" The crowd falls silent, the festive atmosphere replaced by a heavy, tense silence. The cabinet chiefs exchange knowing glances, recognizing the gravity of the moment. The little child's parents feared that what befell the last child who offended the king would ultimately befall their child. Chief Obiozor calmly whispered to the king, "Your Majesty, perhaps this is a sign." Chief Mbonu muttered some inaudible words. Pride comes before a fall. Eze Onyegualam. The king surprisingly remained calm and walked back to his palace. He later summoned the whole kingdom to his palace. Eze Onyegualam, now dressed in simple attire, standing humbly before his people. His demeanor is transformed, and his eyes reflect newfound humility. He said to his people, "My dear subjects, I have learned a valuable lesson today. I am but a servant to you, and your wisdom is invaluable to me." The crowd erupts into cheers, their joy and approval palpable with genuine smiles and relieved faces. Years passed, the kingdom of Igolo thriving under Eze Onyegualam's humble and wise rule. The kingdom's prosperity and harmony are evident. And so, the tale of Eze Onyegualam teaches us that true greatness lies not in power or riches, but in humility and the willingness to listen. As the wise saying goes, power is not defined by the throne you sit on, but by the humility and wisdom you exhibit.